Welcome back. This is Chili Davis, and I'm back to do another video. I want to welcome back all my subscribers and welcome to my new viewers. This channel, we talk about wealth. We also talk about topics like getting that high-paying job so you can invest your money. Today's video is about how to go from almost nothing to making over 100K per year by simply going through software bootcamp and also continuously teaching yourself software skills. So I'm on CNBC.com, and this article says how this 25-year-old making $200,000 per year in New York City spends her money. And it talks about her story, how she started out in one career and she's quickly switched over to software engineering because she felt it was the best choice for her. It says Adela makes over $200 a year as a software engineer. She works hard and saves and invests smartly. They go on to say, statistic-wise, it makes obvious why it's so important goal for her. While women of color comprise only 39% of a female identified population, gender equity in science tech, they earn less than 10% of all computing bachelors. So it goes on to talk about her and her family. Lately, she's been adding financial focus to her YouTube channel to prepare for the next crash. Adele earns $200 a year pre-tax annually. And it talked about her parents packed the premium on education, but I wanted to talk more about her journey. It goes on to say computer science had appealed to her while she did introductory in undergrad, but in 2017, she quit her job to attend a 3-month engineering retreat at New York City's based Resource Center. And so she left her steady paying job for a boot camp, basically. So if anybody knows anything, when they say 3-month retreat or 3-month training, that meant she went to boot camp. So says before she quit her job, she saved $6,000. She watched YouTube and listened to podcasts and cut her expenses and saved up money. But let's talk about this software portion, the 200K. Basically in a short time, she's developed this salary of making 200K a year in New York City. Now that's a huge salary jump, and we're talking about going from 0 to 100K. And yes, if you're not in New York City, you don't need to make 200K. All you need to make is 100K, and your whole life can change. So we're going to talk about some of the skills that it's going to take that people have been talking about all over YouTube, boot camps, and what skills it's really going to take for you to make that 100K salary in short time, which I was able to achieve over 10 years ago, is basically 4 or 5 skills. So you're going to need to know HTML. You're also going to need to know CSS. You're also going to know JavaScript and some other skills such as Bootstrap and maybe Java. So you're going to need 3 or 4 skills to get that first job in software engineering. I've included a platform website here where you could learn how to develop for free. So not only would you be able to use this site to learn how to get those skills to make the 100K, here's a site called StarBlitz. And it says the fastest, most secure dev environment on the planet. And I really like it. It teaches some of the most popular frameworks such as Angular, React, Vue.js or Vue JavaScript, HTML basics, JavaScript, and TypeScript. So it lets you create this all online on free on this online platform. So if I just choose JavaScript, I can go here and I can develop all kind of stuff. So for example, if you just want to learn how to do some basic CSS, and I'm going to do the body tag here. See here. And I can do the background. Let's see. The background color, and I want to make it red. Boom, it's done. So automatic development, live on the platform. You can do this learning on stackblitz.com. And so for example, if I just want to change the color back to blue, I can do it. So all this is live real time, learning how to do CSS or basic HTML. Let's see some HTML here. So I wanted to change this from JavaScript starter to Chili Davis. Boom, that's how quick it is to start learning how to teach yourself a skill that could make you up to 100K a year. Stackblitz.com. So I'll put the link below the video. Also, check out a website called Github. It says where the world builds software. This is for a place where you can see some free code and also track your progress as well. So github.com. I'm going to check out one of the profiles here. This is a set of sample code of how to build a responsive email template. As you can see, this person uploaded their code up to GitHub. And you can see some of the code here. And you can also copy and paste some of the code and try it out here on stackblitz.com just to test out, see what the things you're learning here on W3 Schools, apply it here on StackBlitz free real-time portal, and then check out some of these free code samples. So that's how you become a self-taught developer. Basically use all the free resources on the internet, whether it's YouTube or W3 Schools or StackBlitz or even GitHub to build your skill levels up to where you can get a high paying salary and also improve your wealth over time. Now, we're going to talk about this one person's profile, Lee. He's developed this, what they call a free HTML template. And this is something you would see in the email. If someone sends you email regularly or daily, there's like an auto responder behind it. And this is a small app that sends a response and sends you this nice little grid looking thing. And this will give you an idea about styling and different things. So here it is, free template, part of the responsive email template for developers. This is a really cool entry-level piece of code that would possibly get you your first paying job. And as you see with GitHub, you can easily get the code, download the code, and learn, as I said, learn, plug and play the code back into stackblitz.com and understand real time how to restyle a style sheet. They have a CSS here, and then how to do HTML basics. As I said, you can go back through HTML, learn HTML on W3 Schools, whether it's CSS, JavaScript, or SQL, or some of the other more advanced topics. They have a host of things you can learn. And then you can use StackBlitz as a way to real-time practice those skills. And then if you want to get more advanced, like I said, you can visit GitHub and just search through different type of projects. But first project you want to try to do probably is a sample email template and learn how basic HTML goes and works, and also you learn a little JavaScript in the process. Now also GitHub, as you're uploading code, this is totally free. It tracks your progress. So if we go here, it can show that this particular person, they contributed over the last year. Pretty much the dark green shows the heavy contributions and the light green shows the lighter contributions. And it shows continuous contributions to the GitHub site. Now, the reason why I mention this, because this is real important in today's market. Jobs are quite heavily competitive. Back when I started software development, there wasn't tools like this. I mean, there was partially GitHub, but not to this degree, where you could real-time track somebody's progress. You could see their portfolio, you could see their sample work, and real-time track somebody from beginning to end, basically their software journey. So this is another tool, GitHub, that you want to join. And then you also want to use YouTube. YouTube, I still use it today to learn how to improve my skills. You know, whether, I mean, you have some websites like here, Algo Expert, that does it all for you in one place that teaches you languages, code execution, you know, curated assessments and mock code interviews. But you could simply go to YouTube and learn the code. Right. So you could simply go to YouTube, and there's about at least 5 or 6 videos that will pop up, how to code responsive HTML. And this is just an entry-level type project. This could be something you could work on in the meantime. And this is how you could get your first job, get yourself in the door, get yourself right at 50K a year. And then after that, it's off to the races. Like I said, from the beginning of this video, how this 25-year-old is making 200K a year in New York City. And I promise you, after about 2 or 3 years, you'll be making over 200K a year. I actually, after 2 years, made a little over 150K. And just to show you some of the prominent software companies out there, you've got Microsoft, Amazon, VMware, LinkedIn, all the websites that you love and use all pay well over 6 figures. Now, even if you don't end up at a Facebook or a Microsoft or Amazon or a Goldman Sachs, chances are they still have to pay this at least 75%, almost the same salary. So basically, after 2 or 3 years of working in the industry, you should develop salaries anywhere in the range of 100 to 150K. Plus, the kicker bonus is that you also these days can work remote, something that I didn't have the advantage of doing several years ago. So this was just my quick video about 0 to 100K within 2 years. And as I said, this 25-year-old is making 200K a year in New York City. And then also on the channel, we love to talk about wealth. We love to talk about investing. So I thought this fit